Grab your sunglasses, find some shade, and let's make some cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Hey guys, Tom here. Welcome back to the Underground. Summer is here. We're in the middle of the heat. It's time to ditch those heavy drinks we're used to drinking and try something a little bit lighter and a little bit more refreshing. So today I'm gonna make up a lineup of cocktails for you that would be perfect for your barbecues, your beach, poolside, on the deck, sitting out on the porch on a long hot summer's evening, or just hanging out with your family and friends trying to stay cool. It's gonna be fun, so grab your favorite glass, get a cocktail, come hang out with us, have a good time, and be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like the video, share the video, helps us out a ton, and be sure to subscribe to the Grantham Pub Underground for all things great cocktail and good times and vibes with your family and cocktail friends. So let's get started. I'm gonna make probably 4 for you today. And if we have time, maybe we'll do some more, who knows. I have a whole list here, but I'm not gonna get into them right now. The first one I wanna make for you all is called, it's called a strawberry basil lemonade. Now, it's that time of year, the gardens are plentiful in my garden, we have all kind of fresh herbs. We got mint, we got basil. We're gonna use them both today. And the first thing I'm gonna do is make this strawberry basil lemonade. So you need some strawberries. These happen to be some frozen strawberries because that's what I had. So I'm gonna put those in there. They're not completely thawed, so we'll see how this goes. And then you need some basil leaves. Now, you can find basil, this is some great looking basil. And the thing at our house, our basil goes crazy. We buy basil, and if you're not a gardener or whatever, basil loves to be pruned. So when I prune the basil, I take my clippings and I propagate them in water, and then I have more basil. So we are never short on basil all summer long. So you just want to get, 3 or 2, 3 leaves in there, whatever. Let me just grab another one. So put that in there, and then we're just going to give it a little muddle. Like I said, my strawberries, well, actually they're working out pretty well in there. You just want to smash the strawberries, get some of the basil activated. It'll beat it up a little bit when we shake it with the ice. Of course, I forgot to get all my gear out here that I need. So while that's filling up, let me grab some ice. You know me, I think I'm prepared, and then I go through and I think I have everything, and then I don't. So then it's just gonna be some vodka, an ounce or 2, ounce and a half, whatever you feel like doing. Maybe if you're not driving, go 2 ounces. If you're driving, go virgin. And by the way, this is another one that would probably be a great virgin cocktail. So I'm just gonna put a little lemonade in here just to help with the shaking a little bit. Throw in some ice, that will help with that mint, or not mint, that's basil in this one. And let's go. So this I'm going to put in a tall glass. And you know me, usually I can't be bothered and I just go straight dirty ice. But for this one, I'm actually going to strain it. I don't know if I should, I'm just gonna single strain it. You could double strain it if you were so inclined. I actually probably should have double strained it, but that's fine. And then I'll just top it off with the rest of the lemonade. for a garnish, we have that other strawberry. We can put that in there, and then just the rest of our basil. If that's not a delightful looking summery drink to start us off tonight, I certainly don't know what. No, actually, black is not very summery, is it? Let's get some of our summery colors. Yellow for sunshine. And there's our first drink of the day as we're celebrating all things summer and refreshing, the strawberry basil lemonade. Now the cool thing about this lineup of drinks is there's, well, I lied, disregard that. I was gonna say there's all kind of different alcohols, but there's not really. So this second one, it's another simple one. It is a pineapple ginger sparkler. And this is great because you can build it right in the glass with some rum of your choice. I'm gonna go with some gold rum, I think. Again, however much you want, I'm gonna do a couple ounces because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just hanging out outside on the deck, on the porch, whatever. And then I need some pineapple juice. A couple ounces of pineapple juice. You could just eyeball this or however you want to do it. And then for the ginger in our ginger beer, we have ginger beer. Go figure. A little short, but I'll just add a couple more cubes. Now, if you happen to have a chunk of pineapple, you could put that on there. I don't have any pineapple today. So I'm going to go sans beverage. You know what I'll do? It's summertime. We'll put a little umbrella in it. Doesn't really do anything because if you, a little bit of candied ginger would be good too, I guess, if you had it. I'd probably do upstairs, but I'm not going up to get it. So just like that, we have two drinks to help us beat the heat this summer. With our second one, the pineapple ginger sparkler. So three. The next one is a cool one because it is made with whiskey. You don't really think of, other than like a whiskey sour or maybe a julep. Julep's more of a, I think that more of a spring because it's like Kentucky Derby. But you don't really think of a lot of whiskey when you think of refreshing drinks. I said this before. Whiskey seems to be a cold weather spirit in my mind. That's just the way I've always kind of looked at it. But so let's make this. But before I do, what are your summer plans? What do you got going on? We're hanging out, doing some, around here there's always projects to do. But we're having a good time this summer, enjoying ourselves, already working on some, got the base going, getting ready for our vacation at the end of the summer. But I want to know what you're doing. Drop a comment below. Let us know how you're celebrating summer and what are some of your favorite summer cocktails. I would be interested to know that. Another thing, do you change does your cocktail experiences, do they change from season to season? I mean, are you like most people, you drink, you know, all of a sudden it's summertime, so you're drinking gin and tonics, when in the wintertime you would drink rum and cokes or whatever? Let me know. Let me know how your cocktails change seasonally. So this is just going to be a little bit of bourbon or thereabouts. And then some interesting, this we're going to use this right here, passion fruit. Now, if you can always find passion fruit that says it calls for juice. This is passion fruit nectar, and you can always find these crazy little things in the Latin aisle in the supermarket. They have all kind of. You can get apricot, peach, passion fruit, guava, mango, pear, all kind of different nectars that you can use for cocktails, and I think it's really cool. And you can buy one little can. You know, it filled this. This is what, six ounces or so, 8 ounces maybe, for like $1.50. So if you want to make interesting drinks, you don't have to invest in this big giant vat of juice that you may or may not use. So that's a little tip of the day. So this is going to have 1 ounce of passion fruit. And now I have the rest of this passion fruit to use for something else. Make something tropical. And then I need some orange juice. I didn't have any orange juice per se, but I did have an orange in the fridge, so about half as much orange juice as the passion fruit. And then some lemon juice. Again, about half as much. So it's 2 bourbon, 1 passion, half OJ, half lemon. I need a couple dribs, dashes, drops, whatever you want to call it, of some orange bitters. Now this would probably be with the passion fruit, the only specialty item that you might not have. But that, again, that's read easily. You can find all, if you have a well-stocked, oh, I have it already. If you have a well-stocked supermarkets now, you can find all kind of crazy stuff. Like the market, what, did you see that big splash? The market where we shop, they have the Latin aisle, which most stores do have now, but they have a whole European aisle where you can get English stuff. I've seen stuff from England, France, Wales, Polish food, a large selection of ethnic foods, Latin, Asian, Thai, Vietnamese, Jewish food, kosher food. Supermarkets are great now. So it's really a good way to expand your horizons, not just with cocktails, but with food. So there you have it. So let's give this a go. Now, I could go dirty ice on this, but I won't. I'll put it with some fresh. Was there something, for some reason I think I'm missing something in here. Patio sunset, yeah. Oh no, okay. I thought I was missing something, but I wasn't. So there's that, and then you just want to give it a little splash of club soda, just to lighten it up just a wee touch. You can garnish this with a piece of orange. Of course, if you're going to use the whole orange, be sure to make sure it's good and washed. And then a little sprig of mint because it's nice and summery. Oh, you know me, I made a mess. And there are whiskey drink for summer, right here from the Grantham pub. the Patio Sunset. And finally, our last one, which I need to get some more ice. And right on cue, the ice drops from the freezer. This one is going to be fun because, let me just eat this orange. The signature cocktail for the evening. I'm gonna make it in the big guy. And this is called a Grantham Summer Breeze. Now I'm getting the cutting board out because we're going to use a cucumber. And I believe I've already washed this cucumber because I've already taken a slice off of it. But I just washed it again anyway. I think the last time so I need about 3 slices of cucumber. So I am gonna just peel it real quick because I think that would make it easier to just set this off to the side here for now. That's about the equivalent of 3 slices, right? And then I have to go back to my mint here. I need a few sprigs of mint, 3 or 4. That's about 3 or 4, right? And then I'm going to give those a muddle after I rinse the berries out of my muddler. Cucumber and mint seems to be a very popular combination. And cucumber and melon. Let's bruise up that mint a little. I actually find, because I make a lot of cucumber drinks, because as you know or may not know, that is Lisa's favorite drink, the magic melon that we make here, which calls for cucumber. But I tend to grate the cucumber when I'm using it for a cocktail because I think you get more juice out of it than if you just muddle it. Now, I don't know if that is intended to make it more cucumbery, or if that's wrong, that's just the way I do it. So I have the cucumber and the mint in the glass muddled. And then I'm going to go back to some vodka. This has a lot of very interesting flavors in it. Vodka. Again, some pineapple juice. Which is right here. 1 pineapple. Then I need some lime juice, which I did not get out previously. Half ounce of lime juice. I'm just going to do probably, let me get this out of the way. I'll leave it there. Forgot to pre-squeeze my limes today. That's got to be about ½ ounce, right? And then one of my favorite ingredients, if I can find it, elderflower. ½ ounce of elderflower. So let's recap. We have vodka, pineapple, lime, elderflower, cucumbers, mint, and a little bit of soda. Let's give it a go. So this one, I am going to double strain because there's a lot of particulate in this cocktail. And then you can just fill it the rest of the way with just a little bit more soda. Tell me that does not look refreshing. Let's get a straw. Green seems appropriate. Couple, 2, 3 cucumbers, some more mint, let me clean up my mess here before we present our cocktail. And there is our fourth one to celebrate the summer and beat the heat, the Grantham Summer Breeze. All right, gang, these are our 4 drinks that are going to help us beat the heat this summer and have a good time. Refreshing, cool you down on that hot summer day. And they're really all pretty light when you think about it, which is really what you want for a summer cool off, right? So let's get into it. I'm looking forward to it. But before we do, be sure to subscribe to the Underground if you haven't already, because this kind of stuff is the stuff you don't want to miss. So turn on notifications. Like the video, share the video, tell your cocktail loving friends all about the Underground and help us grow and build upon what we got going, because we're having a good time and I hope you're having a good time as well. So let's get into these things. So without further ado, ready? Drink. Okay, I think I'm going to do them just in the order that I made them. This is a curry, like strawberries and basil. Now I don't know about this. I like strawberries and I like basil and I like lemonade. Cheers. Cheers to summer. First thing I get is if you have basil in your garden, make sure you get the basil garnish, because that is the first thing you get when you bring this up to your mouth to have a drink. Can't even find my mouth. That is lovely. You taste the basil. The strawberries and the lemonade, the sweetness of the berries, and they're frozen berries. If you have from the farmer's market berries, that's going to take that drink up tenfold, guaranteed. If you have really nice, ripe, sweet strawberries, the flavors just play together. And because it's vodka, there's really no flavor of the alcohol to get in the way, so you're just getting the freshness of the basil, the sweetness of the berries, and the tart citrusy lemonade. Really nice. Wow, that is nice. So how about let's get into this one. You know I'm going to like this one because it's ginger beer. 3 simple things: rum, pineapple juice, ginger beer. Did I stir this? Do you remember seeing me stir it? I don't think I did. If you happen to have some fresh pineapple for garnish, you could put that on there. Cheers again. Lovely. Now, you could play around with this with your different rums. I mean, there's obviously pineapple flavored rum. I went dark rum, or no, I went gold rum. Excuse me. You could go dark rum, you could go regular rum. I don't know that I'd get into like too many flavored rums. Even like a Jamaican rum would probably be good in there. I like this one too, wow. Two for two so far, gang. Now this one, whiskey for summer. Bourbon, passion fruit, OJ, lime, a little bit of soda, a little bit of bitters. It's kind of like we made it's almost like we made a summery old fashioned. There's no sugar in it per se, but we have the juices. What I necessarily no, I'm not going to say this is an old fashioned, just because it's whiskey and with some bitters. I'm not going to say this is akin to an old fashioned, but it's probably going to be good. And I was correct. Now, it's good. I don't, you know what? I'm going to tell you, I don't know that I taste the passion fruit because I don't really know what passion fruit tastes like on its own. So let's find out. It's kind of like, excuse me, if a mango and a strawberry had a baby. But could I tell you I taste that in there? No. I definitely get the richness of the bourbon, little tartness from the lemon, and then just fruit. It's good. I as much as I like bourbon, I think these are better so far. But if you served me that, it certainly would not be disappointed at all. And then finally, our Grantham Summer Breeze. Vodka, pineapple juice, lemon or lime juice, elderflower. We muddled some cucumber and some mint in there. It just cucumbers and mint just look refreshing, don't they? So cheers to you guys one more time, and we topped it off with some soda. That's lovely. It tastes like cucumbers. I don't get a lot of mint, to be honest with you. I don't get a lot of elderflower. Elderflower usually is a very predominant flavor. I'm basically getting cucumber. Cucumber is the predominant flavor in that drink, but it's good. It's very good. I could see where that would be refreshing. I could see where if you were hot on a nice steamy summer day that you could drink that, cool down on your deck at the end of the day with that and be quite refreshed actually. So there you have it, gang. Our lineup of summer cocktails to cool you off in the heat, refresh with your friends, refresh whether it's you're at the pool, the beach. I mean, I don't know how you could drink these at the beach. I mean, if you're at your beach house, like you mixing these up right out there in the sand, probably not. Unless you make a jug of them ahead of time. You could do that, right? Pool, beach, deck, barbecue, boat, lake, wherever you are, wherever it's hot, wherever you need to cool off and have a refreshing summer cocktail, try any one of these and you will be glad that you did. And thank you once again for spending some time with me today. I had a good time. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. I hope you try these. If you do, let me know in the comments. Which one of these are you most interested to try? Which do you think would taste the best to you and refresh you on a hot summer day? And then don't forget, come back and see us again and again for more great cocktails, good times, good friends, and just sharing some time together right here at the Underground. And until that time, remember, I will save the seat at the bar for you. Cheers.